If you were on death row, what would you choose for your last meal?
Large fries in a cosmopolitan?
Over 1,500 men and women have been executed in the United States since the late 1970s. And some food items pop up again and again as last meal requests.
I just don't know what I want.
You have the right to remain seated as we count down to your final meal. These are the top 5 most requested last meals on death row, and some famous criminals who ate them. Being executed is pretty stressful. Is it any wonder that so many prisoners choose comfort food for their last meal? And there's a reason for this. A study from Cornell University found that people who face uncertain or bleak prospects opt for high-calorie, high-carb comfort foods. And there's nothing quite as comforting as the first item on our list. Number 5, pie. Over 65% of death row inmates request a dessert as part of their last meal.
No, Miss Walters. That's Miss Hilly's special.
One pie eater of note was robber, escape artist, and murderer Ronnie Lee Gardner. Gardner went to jail for robbery and escaped. Then he robbed a bar and shot the bartender. He was recaptured, and while on trial, Gardner attempted to escape again, this time shooting and killing an attorney in the courthouse. Gardner was sentenced to death row, and he had 2 final requests: a piece of apple pie and to die by firing squad. The court granted him both. This next meal is so bad for you that you should only eat it before your execution. Number 4, fried chicken. One study in the British Medical Journal found that eating fried foods once a week can increase your risk of death by 13%. I'm a goner. Had notorious serial killer John Wayne Gacy been more patient, he could have used fried chicken as his murder weapon. Gacy lived a double life. One as a family man, part-time clown,
I've known I wanted to be a clown since I found out clowns were just people with makeup.
and a manager of a KFC. In the other, he was a psychotic killer. Gacy was convicted of 33 murders, and he buried most of his victims in a crawl space under his dining room.
How would you rate your performance in the last 6 months?
And you thought your boss was a jerk. Gacy was loyal to the colonel right to the end. For his last meal, he ordered a bottle of Diet Coke and a bucket of KFC. Wait, Diet Coke? All right, something was really wrong with that guy. The next item on our list goes great with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Can you guess what it is? No need, I have it right here. Number 3, steak. Steak is a very popular choice among the freedom impaired, and it was most appropriate for the famous wolf in sheep's clothing, Ted Bundy. Bundy confessed to over 30 murders, but the real number remains unknown. Bundy traveled all over the U.S., and everywhere that Bundy went, murder was sure to follow. Ever the lady killer, Ted Bundy was known for his good looks and charm. He even had swooning fans who sent him love letters while he was on death row.
Meat. Oh my God.
Ted Bundy did not request a last meal, but they gave him steak and eggs, way more than he deserved. This next meal is a tasty choice whether you're on death row or at a barbecue. Hey, that should be in a commercial. Number 2, burgers. Burgers are a common choice among death row inmates, and they played a part in the state of Texas scrapping all last meal requests. White supremacist and murderer Lawrence Russell Brewer went a little overboard for his last meal request. Brewer ordered 2 chicken fried steaks, a pound of barbecue, fried okra with ketchup, a cheese omelet with ground beef, 3 fajitas, a half loaf of white bread, he stressed that it be white, a pizza, 3 root beers, and the coup de grace, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger. But in a final act of defiance, he didn't eat 1 bite.
Say what?
Are you ready for the number 1 most requested meal on death row? Can you guess what it is?
Spinach, Sherry.
If you don't pick this one, they should lock you up. Number 1, ice cream. Ice cream is the most frequently requested item on death row. The popular flavors are a little outside the norm. Mint chocolate chip, butter pecan, and cherry are among the most requested. The Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh requested 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream for his last meal.
2, make it 3. I'm not driving.
It was followed swiftly by his just desserts.
So what'd he say?
What would you pick for your last meal? Let us know in the comments below. And for more food countdowns, check out the top 5 craziest menu items from McDonald's. It's up next on Origins of Food.